Hi, my name is Chef Richard Huff. Today I'm going to show you the proper way to use a commercial Cryovac machine. First, let's go over some of the basic parts of the machine. Inside, you can see here, this is the rail, heat rail that seals the bags closed when it's done cryovacing. Over here you see some boards that are used to elevate the food depending on the type of food that you're cryovacing. If you're using liquid food, you need to take these out so that the food will sit down below the bar and the liquid will not come out of the bag while it's trying to be vacuumed. For solid food, you can elevate it so that it's more even with the bar, which makes it easier to seal. Let's go over starting the process. First, we're going to want to label the bags. It's important that you do this first, because this way there's no liquid or anything on the bag. The bags are dry. You can label and date them very easily without any smudging or temperature problems or condensation or anything like that. The next step is to place the bag in a size appropriate container. You can see here that we have multiple sizes of bags depending on the job that you're doing or the substance, the food that you are cryovacing. What you want to do is take a size appropriate container here, place the bag inside, pull the top of the bag around the outside of the container, like so. Push the bag down inside, make sure you have all the air out. This way you prevent the top portion of the bag from getting food or liquid on it, so it will seal properly. Okay, now we have the food filled up in the containers with the bags. As you can see, they're filled almost all the way to the top. Press down to make sure all the air is outside, away from the exterior of the bag, so you get the most of the volume. You don't want to push it down, fill it up too much. You want to make sure you leave enough on the sides so that it'll cryovac properly. Okay, now the Cryovac, you're going to take your container, the bag in it, pull the bag out, pressing down, making sure still not to get any on the top of the bag so it seals properly. Then you got to place it in the machine. You want to place the top of the bag evenly across the sealing bar so that there's no folds or creases and it's straight. This will make it easier for storage, and the no folds or creases will also prevent sealing from failing. Next, all you're going to do is close the lid. One important thing to mention is the settings. Down here, obviously you have the power on and off button. There's a vacuum setting and there's a seal setting. The seal setting is dependent on, generally kept at a mid to high range, but it depends on the viscosity of the liquid or substance food that you're sealing or vacuuming. The vacuum setting depends also on the viscosity of the food product. If you're doing a highly viscous food or a very thick food like pulled pork, which is what I did today, you can have it on a medium to high setting. If you are doing more solid foods like fish portions, or if you're compressing fruit, or if you're cryovacing tofu or something along those lines, more solid, something that you want to infuse and marinate into, you want to go even higher setting. And if you're doing straight liquid like a soup or a stock that you're cryovacing for storage, you want to do it on a more low setting so that the vacuum doesn't suck the liquid right out of the bag. The next step you're going to do here is take your bag, press it down nice and flat. Make sure you get all the corners. Again, this is why it was important to have it square in the Cryovac machine. You can flatten it down nice and even. And then they stack very nicely, just like that. for a liquid, something that's less viscous, a good idea is to lay them out on a sheet tray, as you see here, and then you can take another sheet tray and lay it on top and freeze it. If you're, of course, if you're going to freeze a product, which is normally something you do with a gallon bag of liquid such as this, or a soup or a stock, then you can lay another sheet tray on top, even put some more additional weight on if it's necessary, and then you'll get a nice flat surface, easily stacked, just like any other food product. Okay, that concludes our tutorial. Again, making sure everything is labeled and dated and clearly, and refrigerated or frozen properly as needed. Thank you.